This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, the honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. This brother Taza Pa here with you again with another lesson. All right, and I want to kick it off here in the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, in light of what took place in Syria over this weekend. All right, so I just got a few words on it. I don't know what's going on in that area right now. I've been listening to Scott Ritter all morning, and you know, he's one of the foremost experts, you know, having with his background and his experience. All right, you know, he knows some of what he's talking about. And as a matter of fact, you have to respect his opinion because, or his insight, because he'll tell you right now it's a mess in Syria. And really nobody knows what's going on. Well, I ain't going to say that. There's some people that, there are people who do know what's going on, but this is what Scott said, which makes a whole lot of sense. And he said nobody saw this coming. All right. And he was giving explanations of, you know, giving his insight as to why he thought it happened, you know, Syria falling, which this has been, by Scott's analysis, over 50 years in the making. They've been trying to topple the Al-Assad family. You know, they've reigned in that region, I believe he said 52 or 53 years, all right? Bashar al-Assad has reigned in Syria for 22 years. And I know for the last 10, 15 years that America has been trying to get at Bashar al-Assad. All right, because Syria sits in a strategic position, all right, globally. And hey, that landmass where Syria is, all right, which we will as the Israelites, all right, when the kingdom is set up, we will own and control that area. But all right, Syria has access to the coast, to the sea. All right. And that alone in itself gives it superior and strategic positioning. All right. And this is why, well, one of the reasons why Bashar al-Assad or Syria has been, you know, has been eyeballed for such a long time, with especially with Israel, real, you know, bullish on their goals in the Greater Israel Initiative. And, you know, only thing I can see, I have to agree with GMS in Rome, and he did a lesson, and he was spot on. You know, the brother was spot on when he said that, you know, this is a major escalation, and it's going to lead to this third woe. And that brings me back to Revelation 11 and 14. So we could break this down. All right, let's go into it. It says the second woe is past. And these woes, woe deals with death and destruction. All right. And so this second woe is in reference to the second world conflict. All right. This is a world woe. It says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And there is no other mention of any other woe after that. It's this second woe and this third woe. All right. And that's it. That's all it mentions, because it's talking about World War II and World War III. And if you don't know, I'm about to let you know, after this third world war, there will be no more woes, not major, not minor. All right, the world will be ran in justice and equity. All right, and that's why this war is rampant right now. There's no justness. There's no justice in the earth. You know, and so when people feel like they've been slighted and they can't get any they can't get any remedy, well then you go to violence. When talking fails, you go to violence. And that's what the world is, because we are governed by an unjust man. He is the cruel Lord. Let's see here. So here we are. All right. We'll go here, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "The world that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house, which is the nation of Israel, shall be established in the top of the mountains." Right. The nation of Israel is going to become the ruling nation. That's what this is saying, that they will be established in the top of the mountains. All right. The nation of Israel, us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, will sit at the top of all other governments and nations, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go up and say, "Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob." All right, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So we are the Israelites, but also we can be referred to as Jacob. All right. It says, "Come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God or power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways." Right. That's what's going to be happening in our kingdom. We're going to get all the nations, all right, on board with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. See, with this, what's coming, Jacob's trouble and the return of our Lord and Savior, that's going to put to rest all this other, what's the one true living God? What's the one true religion? And all that's going to be done away with. So all that's going to be left when the smoke settles is to teach the nation, because they're going to know by then that not only that there is a God, but just who exactly he is. And that's Yahweh, the Heavenly Father. By Hashem, in the name, Yahweh Shai, his only begotten Son. Now Yahweh, Yah is he. Hawa is to be. And you put it together, he to be, or he is. He exists. Now the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, we got the same Yah at the beginning, which is he, except Hawashai is deliverer. And that's what he's coming to do, to deliver the children of Israel who have been called and had put in the diligence to be chosen, which that has already been established, but we don't know. So I say it that way, all right? But yes, the children of Israel, all right, we're going to be set up just as Esau, the so-called white man, is set up today in all nations, you know, even us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as much as we talk shit against this man, we still have to go see him. Because right now, he's set up at the top of the mountains. But we see him slipping and sliding. All right? He's coming down from the heights that the Most High allowed him to reach. He's coming down. All right? And he's clawing and scratching as he's falling, trying to keep his position, you know, and get back up where he was, but it's not going to happen. All right? It's not going to happen. He's coming down, and he's coming down hard. But anyway, all right, it says, verse 3, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law. And that's what we will be doing, establishing and laying down law. All right? For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. All right? And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. All right? Right, because it's going to go from a war atmosphere to, you know, an atmosphere of glorifying, beautifying the earth. So we won't need no more swords and none of that. They're going to be, you know, back into, we're going to have these nations building back up the earth. All right, so they're going to need gardening tools for sowing and planting, and then we're going to have them out there reaping. You know? Now the point here being, all right, I'm reading this to show you that after this third woe, there's going to be no more war. There will be no more war after, you know, Yahweh shall come back and vanquish the militaries of the world, all right? And then that's when this is going to take place. Isaiah 2 in 1 through 4 is going to take place shortly after that. Well, the first, at least, you know, as far as the nations coming to Jerusalem and all of that, Jerusalem is going to have to be built back up. All right. So there will be some transitioning period, of course, but the point is there will be no more war. All right. Oh, what the hell? My precept. Anyway, let's go here. Because we're in this time, all right? The Lord had told us. We'll start here, Matthew chapter 24, verse 5. And we know, let's go and get 4. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. It says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. All right, because his disciples came to him wanting to know, when is it that you're going to come back? How will we know? What do we look for? You know, so Yahushua here is breaking it down to him. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. All right? Because, yeah, we've always had throughout history Edomites and Jacobite heathens. Say, oh, I'm the Christ. I'm the anointed one. I'm the one who was prophesied for to come and all of this. Yahushua said, don't be fooled by that. All right? He wants us to know not to be fooled by that. All right? So he's saying, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So see, we're in the season of hearing about wars and rumors of wars, all right? Also, like I mentioned, you've always had people talking about, oh, I'm the anointed. I'm the Christ, all right? And, yeah, we see that in these last days, too. We see that in these times, right? So, the Lord's return is right around the corner. Now, verse 7 says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right? So, nation is rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. All right? Now, right now, it's a lot of dust and confusion surrounding Syria and what took place. And going back, mentioning, and y'all can check the brother's video. I'm going to pull it up right now, matter of fact. This is the brother's
Tell
video.
them seize an opportunity.
GMS in Rome, all right? Lions on Fire. GMS in Rome, Lions on Fire. The title of his lesson, Major Move for WW3. In parentheses, listen up, all right? And he's playing this clip of Biden, all right? And so Biden is taking credit for what took place because we know they had a hand in it. Articles came out, Times of Israel came out saying that the IDF admits to not so much funding, but arming. I think it said that they admitted to arming. But anyway, the IDF came out, and now they've admitted to helping the Syrian rebels. All right. So if also, so Biden come out, he's talking big shit because he's had a lame duck presidency and he need this under his belt, but this ain't what he needs. He need to claim some type of victory or say he did something positive in his 4 years, his term in office, and he can't say shit. He can't say one thing he's done, Joe Biden. All right? So now he's up here trying to take credit for Syria. And that's the last thing anybody wants in that region is a U.S. backed and operated Syria. So, yeah, that's as the brother beautifully pointed out, that's a major red flag for Russia. That's a major red flag for all of the countries in that region, Iran, Turkey, and even Iraq and Afghanistan. Even you go down to Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Or is that, did I say that? Yeah, UAE. Nobody wants America in that region. So with Joe coming out trying to claim, he's claiming victory or ownership of the victory, this is going to lead to the escalation. And we know that that's where that area, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, is where the third woe will take place. This ain't going away. It ain't smoothing over. And, Scott Ritter said something that was deep, just to show what this brother was talking about, because he went into Revelation, the 6th chapter. Is that right? Yeah, Revelation chapter 7. Yeah, I believe he went into Revelation chapter 7. All right, and I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna go to the verse he pulled out, because what Scott said is that they was almost at peace, because Hezbollah was basically was wearing down Israel. Hezbollah was winning, according to Scott Ritter, and they had called a ceasefire. And then next thing you know, you hear that Syria is falling. Bashar al-Assad, there was rumors that he was dead and all of this, but I'm guessing, I'm hearing allegedly he's in Russia. But it's a lot of confusion, and that just lends to the time that we're in. I'm telling brothers in the camp, be circumspect and look into everything. We are in the season of deep fakes, and there's so much going on. You got double crosses, triple crosses, quadruple crosses, to where, this is a whole mess. All right? Because the devil is in charge. I think he went here to Revelation 7, but he was speaking about how the angels are stirring up the winds of chaos to get this war popping. All right. So I'm at work. I can't really focus like I want to focus, but you pick up on the key parts. But anyway, this is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. It says, "And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." All right, now this wind is talking about the winds of this third woe, this thermal destruction. All right. This destroying wind. It says, verse 2, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads," holding back the winds of destruction. All right, meaning they was pretty much keeping a lid on this third woe by holding back those winds. So now we're at the time they're letting it go. So it says here, all right. Yep. So we'll go right at the point. This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. It says, "And the 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared." All right. And the river Euphrates runs through Syria. All right. I wish I had that map. But if you look at Syria, you find Euphrates, and it runs up through Syria. All right. That's where this battle, the battle of Armageddon, Harmageddon, the mountain of troops, all right, Harmageddon or Armageddon is a Hebrew word. Harmageddon. Harma is mountain. Godwan is troops. All right, because you're going to have all the troops of the world gathered to the valley of Yehoshaphat, mentioned in both Zephaniah chapter 3 and Joel chapter 3. All right, but this is what's happening. And Euphrates is dried up. Them 4 angels that was holding the winds, they're not holding them no more. Because there are talks of nuclear war. The talk right now is about nuclear war. All right. And that's the wind that the Lord, that destroying wind that the Lord is going to send through all of America for all of its transgression, iniquity, and sins. All right. So the way of the kings of the east is being prepared right now as we speak. All right. And Syria, with the banishing of Bashar al-Assad and the fall of that government, that's a power vacuum that's going to create the chaos that's going to lead to this third woe. All right. Bashar al-Assad is damn near like the Archduke Ferdinand of World War I. All right, this is not going to comb over or blow over, and it's not going to go away. And right now, Al-Qaeda is flying their flag in Syria, as Scott Ritter reported. The black flag of Al-Qaeda flies in Syria. Now, how is that? You know, how you love that? For all of the naked body scanners y'all done went through, all of the goddamn radiation you done took, going through your baths, you can't have this and the shampoo and that, you can't have this, can't have that, and all of the rights that y'all given up for the war on terror, which was, we're supposed to have been fighting Al-Qaeda, the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. And so you give up all these freedoms only to have Al-Qaeda take control of Syria, which I don't believe is going to be that long, you know, but they're there now. I don't believe Al-Qaeda got the power to stay in power for long. Like I said, it's a power vacuum right now. And I believe Al-Qaeda is just temporary, but yeah, this is the shit. This is that shit. This is that shit. It's a war on terror. We got to fight terror, and it's 20 plus years later, and the terror is winning. But yeah, this ain't going away. All right. And I was going to say it ain't going to end well, but it is going to end well for the children of Israel. It's going to end very well. All right. Now I'm going to have to do a follow-up on this because, yeah, this is key. All right. Very critical to going into this third woe. And I got more scriptures, but for sake of time, I have to take care of some things right quick. So I'm gonna have to revisit this. So I pray that you were edified. Stay tuned for the next one, you know, because I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm learning, you know. It's like Saturday, I'm going through the news, it was nothing. And then Sunday, all of a sudden, early Sunday morning, I'm looking at the news, and it's talking about Bashar al-Assad, Syria is falling, and Bashar al-Assad is gone, and all of this. And I'm thinking it's fake news. And then come to find out, today is everybody, last night and today, that's all everybody's talking about. So, you know, this has taken a lot of people by surprise. And that's what Scott was saying. You know, nobody expected this. So we just have to see what comes from it. The Lord knows. But he got us in suspense. So to the next one, stay up, Shalom.